The cast of the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 includes many men who would be great leads for the Golden Bachelor Season 2. Read on for 8 who would not. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. Though the Bachelor franchise likes to cast leads from past seasons, several contestants from the Golden Bachelorette should never be the Golden Bachelor. The inaugural season of the spin-off broke ground as the first dating show to center around the love lives of seniors. 72-year-old Jerry Turner, a retired restaurateur from Indiana, dated 22 single golden-aged women and gave his final rose to 70-year-old day trader Theresa Nist. They were married in a TV wedding, but announced their divorce after only 3 months of marriage. The disappointing failure hangs like a dark cloud over the franchise, and the lead of the show's second season will be under enormous pressure to right the ship. Though ABC has been airing ads asking women to apply to be on the Golden Bachelor Season 2, they have yet to announce the name of their new golden lead. There was some expectation that they'd do so during the recent finale of the Golden Bachelorette Season 1, which recently wrapped up with 61-year-old Joan Vassos getting engaged to 60-year-old Chalk Chappell. During her season, Joan dated 24 single men, sending them all home one by one until she handed out her final rose. Many of the men Joan dated were very impressive, and there were many great options for the next golden lead among them. While there are several great men to choose from, there are 8 men who should never be cast as the Golden Bachelor. Joan and Chalk hit it off from the moment they met on the premiere night of the Golden Bachelorette Season 1, and they had their ups and downs on the journey to the final rose. Chalk was the obvious front-runner from the moment she gave him her first one-on-one date. After a thrilling season of falling in love, Joan gave her final rose to Chalk. Though she had said she didn't want to rush into a marriage, when Chalk got down on one knee and proposed, she eagerly accepted. Though Joan and Chalk are engaged now, there's always a chance things won't work out. If Chalk ends up being single again, he shouldn't be considered for a role as a future lead. It wouldn't be Chalk's first failed relationship. He was married to Heather Chappell for 12 years before their divorce. Chalk was also engaged to Catherine Elizabeth Gorey for 9 years before she passed away in 2022. His divorce and long engagement were red flags Joan overlooked, but the show's producers shouldn't overlook those same red flags when casting the Golden Bachelor. Like Joan, 66-year-old Charles was also widowed. The father of 2 lost his beloved wife to a brain aneurysm 6 years ago, after 36 years of marriage. Charles is still in deep mourning for his wife, and though it's one of the most endearing things about him, it should keep him from being the Golden Bachelor. The retired financial analyst from Philadelphia was encouraged to join the cast of the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 by his daughters. During the Golden Bachelorette Season 1, Charles struggled to process his wife's death. He was with her when the aneurysm happened, so it's understandable that he's still traumatized, in addition to being in mourning. Though Charles isn't ready to replace Jerry as the spin-off's next male lead, being on the show seemed to help Charles find more closure when it came to his late wife's tragic passing. The Golden Bachelorette Season 1 included Kim Boyk, a 69-year-old retired Navy captain from Seattle, Washington. Kim didn't get far with Joan, and it wasn't for lack of trying. At one point, Kim even wrote an original song for Joan that he wanted all the men to sing to her. When Kim got up in front of the men and performed his song, none of them were interested in joining in. The men found the song's lyrics to be cringeworthy, and no one wanted to be a part of it. The other men were not interested in joining Kim's sing-along for Joan, which seemed to deeply hurt him. Ultimately, one other contestant, Guy Gansert, took pity on Kim and was kind enough to sing the weird song with him, while the other men avoided the scene. The whole thing was weird, and Joan must have thought so too, because she sent Kim home at the next rose ceremony. Though Kim seemed like a nice enough man, he's just too weird to be the Golden Bachelor. Before appearing on the Golden Bachelorette Season 1, Jack Lencioni was a 68-year-old caterer living in Chicago, Illinois. The gregarious Jack stood out as quite the eccentric character from the moment he set foot in the Bachelor Mansion. He took advantage of the chef's kitchen at the Bachelor Mansion to cook Joan an elaborate dinner, which she seemed to enjoy. The other contestants on the Golden Bachelorette loved Jack, who was always good for a laugh.